So now let's try to enhance the nice features from the vocals that we were talking about, and perhaps bring in some air into the tracks. And why not just add a bit more, also more body to the bass, perhaps, just to make it sound bigger than life. So for that, what we're going to try to do is use the low band frequency, the high band frequency, and then see if we can add some extra life to it by using the drive knob of the preamp. Done a couple of tricks, classic tricks from these kind of equalizers. So in the low band, we have reach out for the boost and the cut at the same time around 60 Hertz, just to create a custom curve on the low end that will basically give us a bit more body, but at the same time controlling some of the low end frequencies. We also have added drive to the preamp, and that basically is helping us to put even more together the whole mix by adding these all other frequencies and saturation to it. And then finally, what we added were two things. First, we enhanced the high end, so kind of like the air of the track, just to make it a bit more wide and breathe a bit more from 8 kilohertz, and we push it by, again, subtle movements, 2 dBs, something like that. And then I feel like because we tame a bit of the harshness around 600 Hertz, I felt we could enhance a bit more the vocals. And for that, I added a high mid band and pushed by, again, around 1.6 dB, subtle movements, just to bring up a bit the vocals and perhaps even some of the attack of the percussions, so the drums, etc., just to make it a bit more vibrant and energetic. Let's have a listen to the same section before and after. It shows that SonEQ is bringing a bit more air and a bit more brightness to it, but we have controlled that kind of close sound and boxiness from it, so just to make it a bit more bright and exciting. Finally, I think we're going to be adding one more module right at the end, one preamp module, and I'm going to roll off some of the low pass filter pretty much just on 20K, just to remove any potential frequencies that we could get. I know the plugin, when it's running, is taking care of the aliasing because we have the oversampling engaged by 2 times. But I think it's good practice also to just put a bit of a low-pass filter to potentially remove anything that can go higher than that, especially when we are adding a drive at the beginning of the plugin, and then there's, I left it on the default on the preamp at the end, which adds just a slightly bit of drive. So just left it like that, as if it was just an analog module added to the chain. But I feel we can get a bit more punch from this mix. It's kind of like a very energetic and punchy song. So for that, I'm gonna spice things up, and I'm gonna be adding Saxon bus, because it's an emulation of the bus from an SSL console, which I think is gonna give a bit more punch to the sound. And because we were kind of controlling a bit of the low end as well, I think it would be nice to add some fatness to it from these plugins. So I'm gonna engage the fat, and let's see how it sounds with and without. I think the combination of these 2 plugins are making the track obviously more exciting. Everything's come together a bit more. There's really more cohesion. We're taking advantage of the console emulation of Saxon, and then we are basically using all the features from SonEQ to provide with all this modular approach, and adding some drive to it just to add that kind of saturation and in a way compressing the sound a bit more. But then controlling all these different parameters with very subtle movements, as I said, like 1-2 dBs tops on every band. And we can see that it's already making a big difference on the sound. So there you have it. That's how we have approached the mastering of the song Pinch Me by Hawke. I hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think in the comments, and see you next time.